I am back for a look at some new photos of from the manufacturer of them getting Dungeon Crusade ready. Oh, and stick around because it is going to go into one more shorter video. I want to share with you what's on the horizon. There's some very cool things that we've laid out, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. And my goal is always to keep you guys engaged and having fun and looking forward to the game, and of course teach you the game, because my goal is to hopefully get you very acclimated to it while it's being mass produced and shipped. Then you already you have a leg up on how to play. So we'll be going over some stuff after this video here. I'm looking at my time. I'm not going to get cut off. Okay, so the first image here, this is for the expansion heroes. And if you saw a few videos ago, I talked about Mega Dungeon Crusade. So if you're someone who purchased, or pledged for rather, the expansion heroes, you'll get the Warlock, the Ranger, the Paladin, the Bard, the Battle Mage, and the Priest hero, along with initiative tokens 7 through 12. So, and actually, if you'll have to go back, I don't want to say all that again because I don't want to waste your time, but basically you can play Dungeon Crusade, the standard way or official way to play is with 6 heroes. However, I said we don't have to play with 6 heroes. With a very simple modification, you could play with 3 heroes, you could play with 4 heroes, 6 heroes, 8 heroes, 10 heroes, or 12. And you simply just use that die, like you would use a D4. There's some things in the game that will call out randomly select a hero, and you use it however many heroes you're playing with. So if you're playing with 6 heroes, it'll say roll 1d6 and randomly select a hero. So you just basically substitute that with how many heroes you're playing with that corresponds with the die. So D4, D3, D4, D6, D8, D10, D12. So that's a look at the expansion heroes there. And that's, of course, the reverse side when they put it together. So that's what that is. These are tokens for a House of Chance game, the Heroes versus Monsters game, and that's also in this video series. I'm not sure which one it is, but it's in here. But these are the tokens for that, and you have to defend the Chapel of Light in this House of Chance game. So they got that sheet done. Of course, this is going to be a punch board. Sorry, but I think they're going to, of course, clip it down. They're not going to have all this white and black. This is just like fresh out of the printer. Okay, so we're going to move on, and I think Michael asked about this in a comment. And Michael, I asked them, and look at this, they came through for you. This is a picture of one of the dungeon tiles for the Tomb of Kaladar, and this is a really awesome dungeon. So how it is there's 4 dungeons in Dungeon Crusade. Each dungeon weighs, look at me, measures 3 by 2 feet. So what I did, I designed or blueprinted out all the dungeons and the corridors and the chambers, and then this particular board, the Tomb of Kaladar, I gave it to the absolutely amazing Damien Mamality, and he painted it. And the detail of this board is absolutely insane. When you see this in person, you won't believe it. I'm going to pull back because it's going to get fuzzy. But and Damien, actually, as a side note, I think I said this before, he was involved. He was an artist on 2015's RPG of the Year, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. So, and just if you ever go to his page, go to boneandbrush.com. Go look at this guy's art. He does stuff for Sega now, and he's actually doing something for Bethesda. Amazing person, great friend, and just tremendous artist. So thank you, Damien. So there's one of the dungeon tiles right there for Tomb of Kaladar. This was another perspective. These are hero cards, and we're going to be talking about, we're going to shoot back to this, but this is there's a Paladin hero, and I think we showed Lorena Nightweave before. That's our Battle Mage. Carrick Ronan, our Paladin. We're going to come back to this. This huge sheet is Minion, the Minion monsters in the game. So I think they have level 3 here, level 2. I think that's level 1 or 2. So that's a sheet that they printed off, and we can see a little bit of the loot cards there, but we have more coming up. So there's a sheet of the minion cards being printed, and here's the loot cards. 193 pieces of unique loot in Dungeon Crusade. So there's some loot cards along with the minion, level 1 minions. So you know what it is? I think that's... Yeah, so that's the whole sheet. So that's the bottom, and then there is the top. And see, that's what I want to make mention, what I said. You have to remember, look at all this that they have to put onto these sheets, and of course line up with the back. This I think shows just, you know, how much work this is to put a game like this together. So hopefully you can see that, and you know, just we appreciate your patience, and you know, I'm very respectful to them. I try not to bother them too much, and you know, they're just doing a great job. So thank you, Wingo. This is, I think we looked at some of this before. This is some treasure chest cards and some trap cards. There was something like that in the last update, and I think this was, they sent me this, but I think Ray didn't realize he already sent me this, and I just caught that. But these are treasure chest cards, and those are trap cards. There's some tavern task cards, and the pickaxe for mining and crafting in the game. Another perspective with some more monsters right here. So I think we looked at something like this last update. However, this is new. These are some of the cards that they have printed and put together. This is a trap card, and I got yelled at for spoilers before. I kind of blurred out this trap, Book of Summoning. But at the beginning it says, this hero has come across an ancient spell book. A blue mist begins to seep from the book, and I cut it off. So to be continued. And this one here, kind of a little spoiler. Crushing walls, that's a trap. And you can use these in any of the dungeon boards. So this card here, it says the Treasure Hunters. That's a tavern task card. And this one that's hidden is the Rise of the Red. I forgot what that one is actually. The Rise of the Red. It's a faction in the game. I'm sorry, it's blocked. There's so much Dungeon Crusade. But anyway, the Tavern Task cards, you'll get 6 Tavern Task cards, and these are optional quests, of course, in the game. And that is a pickaxe card right here. And if you notice, let me go back down here. See how this red arrows go down? The red arrows go down? Well, you use one of the plastic clips in the game, because when you mine, you know, I wanted to have that, you know, kind of real-world aspect in it, that there's a chance it could wear down. And if it wears down, the blacksmith in the village has to resharpen it. So it's not too, you know, it's not too much, but it's just a fun little, you know, aspect of the game where, you know, there's a chance that your pickaxe could wear down from, you know, using it to hit the ground to mine for minerals and precious gems. I'll tell you what, we're going to save this one because it's going to be a cool one. We'll get one more video out. This is a sheet that they put together of just some of the encounter cards. Let's save that because I want to talk about this. So we'll get one more video out, but I have more pictures to show you here. There's a few more, and then we're going to sum it up with what's on the horizon for Dungeon Crusade. So hold that. I will be right back with you.